This will be an oil change in the lower unit of a Mercury XR6 150. When you start out, I mean, you got to have all kinds of things, but two spots that you need to worry about. One is, this is the vent, and then down here is the actual drain. So what you'll end up doing is you open this drain to make sure your pan is underneath first. Then you open the vent and go from there. Some of the things you're going to need is an oil pan, catch all the oil, the pump to pump the oil back in, rubber gloves, in my case knee pads, screwdriver, paper towels, probably need to get some newspapers, and then my gear lubes. One of the first things I do is I put down paper and I get the oil pan underneath. Actually, I can probably crank this engine up a little bit, get a little bit of a tilt. Sometimes when I do this, I can't get the oil pan underneath correctly. And you get a little bit of wind, and the oil, when it's dripping, kind of says hello. It just kind of floats around the backyard and gets on everything. So when I get started, I get in and I loosen the bottom one. And when you do this, you got to remember there's a washer in here too. It's usually yellow. I don't see it right at the moment. So once you have the bottom one out, you can release the top one. And now that my screwdriver is slippery, I can't turn it. Then the oil will drip out. Once you have the oil out, I've still got a string coming down. I keep my pump in a little plastic bag. Oh, I did want to point out, this is the washer. I actually have a double washer here. I've got blue ones and blue ones and orange ones. So you got the pump, which you screw on top of the oil, gear lube, and then you'll have your, oops, I don't think I did that right. I need that tube. You need the tube with the funny end to get down to the bottom. Of your container. Now we've got that. And then you've got the filling tube, which has threads on it. I want to lose my little cap, so we'll put it back in the bag. Bag over there. put tube over the end. And now we just have oil dripping, which is not a problem. Probably should take this off because you got to screw this in without knocking everything over. So this just screws into the filling hole. Get a paper towel. Then you just start pumping fluid in. Until it just starts coming out the hole at the top. And there it's starting to come out. So as soon as it starts to come out, you put the smaller of the two in the top. Put a little washer on it. So you seal up the vent tube first, if you get it threaded. Okay, so the vent's sealed up. Now you come back. I'm just reusing the washers. And you remove the bottom one. Without getting oil all over everything. Which is impossible. Drop the hands. Then you put the drain plug back in. Wipe everything down. and you're good for another oil change.